US Open Cup semifinals are finally here, an all-Canadian clash at BMO Field, and it's a new day for DC United. Next on The Daily. Hey everyone, welcome to The Daily. Josh Weisenhunt joined here by Andrew Wiebe. Big day for MLS sides around the league tonight. It's the US Open Cup semifinals, and Andrew, the first match that we have going on 7:30 p.m. from PPL Park. Sporting Kansas City, the Philadelphia Union. Yeah, a little bit of a rematch of one-sided action in MLS from about a month ago. Philadelphia smacking Sporting Kansas City 4-0 at home. I have to think that's going to weigh heavily on Sporting KC, but this one's for a spot in the finals. There's not going to be anybody overlooking this match. Honestly, I think I might have to give the edge to Philadelphia. They've been 4-1, including that game against Sporting Kansas City since that win. They're on a roll. Kansas City maybe not going to be able to do it on the road. And of course, John Hackworth has said with the news surrounding the fact that Livestrong Sporting Park will in fact host the final should Sporting Kansas City progress, Hackworth saying, listen, that might be the case, but they still have to come to PPL Park. For sure. The other thing about it is if both Seattle and Kansas City lose, Philadelphia will get that final, so that's added motivation for them. Of course, Seattle would have to lose against Chivas. And of course, in the other semifinal, Seattle Sounders and Chivas USA from the Starfire Sports Complex up there in Washington. Andrew, that seems to be like the magical venue for the Sounders. It's a fortress. They haven't lost there yet, so you have to expect that they're the winners. And let's be honest, 3 straight U.S. Open Cups. You'd have to bet on Siggy Schmidt's team. They know what it takes to get it done, and Chivas USA has a heck of a mountain to climb to get to that final. I think it's going to be August 7th or August 8th, and as we said, it'll depend on the venue, on the winners. And of course, James Riley, former Sounders FC defender, saying that as a guy that's played at Starfire in the past and now with Chivas USA, they couldn't ask for anything more. Will be a tremendous challenge, should be a good match. That one is 10 p.m. tonight. You can watch the live stream on SoundersFC.com. And of course, Andrew, one MLS match tonight, Toronto and Vancouver. Somewhat of a rematch as well from the Amway Canadian Championship early in this year. That one will be at BMO Field, and it looks like Toronto FC could be missing some of their more important pieces. Yeah, Terry Dunfield, the first name, he's going to be questionable, but the one that everyone will talk about if he doesn't play, Danny Koverman's also questionable. The guy that essentially, since entering MLS, has scored a goal per game for that side, had a huge impact on this recent run under Paul Mariner. But with or without Koverman's, I think the thing for Toronto FC is you have to win games at home to have any chance of climbing back in the MLS playoff race. They know it's a tough challenge, but this is one they have to win, and against a team that only they have beat among Canadian teams this year in Vancouver. Will be fun to see who they look to for goals should Koverman's not be able to go. That one, Toronto and Vancouver, 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. You can watch it on TSN, RDS in Canada, or on MLS Live here in the U.S. And finally, Andrew, some big, really big off-field news for MLS. Some new investors joining Will Chang and DC United. Eric Toe here and Jason Levine announced at the press conference yesterday. How exciting do you think this is for DC United fans? This is huge for DC United. I don't think you can underestimate the effect that this is going to have on the club based on the talk yesterday at the press conference. These guys, I think, is going to be that first domino that helps push DC United into that new stadium that they've been talking about for years, the next step for that club. Even across the board, they said they had some plans. They didn't elaborate on those quite yet, but you have to expect coming in and with previous experience, both these guys having stakes in the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got some ideas, some places to go, and let's be honest, DC United's already looking great this year. Very exciting news, of course, Andrew. Make sure you check MLSsoccer.com for all the recaps from yesterday's announcement down in DC. That does it for us here on The Daily. Make sure you check out 2 podcasts, March to the Match and Tiro Libre. They talk to New England Revolution new designated player Jerry Benson about his arrival. And a final reminder, you can also check the site for streaming information for tonight's U.S. Open Cup matches. We will talk to you guys tomorrow.